to my channel and welcome to another Spotlight series. If you're just joining us and you've never seen a video in this series before, basically what I do is I take a specific ingredient that is either hard to find or expensive and I show you how to use it 3 different ways. The ideas for these videos and the ingredients that get featured are usually suggestions from you guys, and today is a perfect example of that. We are talking all about spirulina, and that has been one of the highest requested ingredients in this entire series. So I'm really excited to not only share the recipes with you today, but I also want to talk a little bit about the ingredient, where you can find it, and why it's so great. And then you can just stay tuned after the video and we will come back and we'll talk a little bit more about the ingredient and I'll give you a few more suggestions on how to use it. So let's just go ahead and dive into the recipes. So the first recipe that we're making today are spirulina smoothie bowls, and the ingredients we are going to use are a banana, frozen cauliflower, vegan protein powder, spirulina, and coconut flakes. And you guys know how to make my smoothie bowls already, but I use my BlendTec twister jar and I just add everything into the blender. And then I blended this up with about 1/4 cup of vanilla unsweetened almond milk. And it was this beautiful green color, super thick. So then I just transferred it into my bowl. And for toppings, I decided to use an additional half sliced banana, but you could use another fruit of choice, maybe strawberries or kiwis would be good with this. And then I also added additional coconut flakes and a sprinkle of chia seeds. And then I added just a touch of spirulina powder on top to make it look pretty, but that's totally optional. And that is it. This has a really nice green color, of course, but it doesn't taste like seaweed. It has a really strong banana flavor, and it has the texture of ice cream. The second recipe we're making are my no-bake chocolate brownie bites, and the ingredients we're going to use for this are MEDJOOL dates, raw almonds or any other nut of choice, raw cacao powder, peanut butter, or you could use another nut butter, spirulina powder, maca powder, and water, or you could use coconut oil. And we're going to start by just blending up the almonds in a food processor until they're ground up into a fine meal. And then we'll just add in the dates, the raw cacao powder, the maca powder, and the spirulina. And we're gonna blend this up again until they are all finely ground and come together. And then we'll add in the peanut butter and the water, and you can just blend this up until a dough forms. You want the dough to be pretty sticky, enough that you can squeeze it between your hands and form it into balls, which is what we're gonna do. So you'll just take about a golf ball sized piece of this dough and roll it between your hands to form a ball. And then you can just transfer this to a parchment or waxed lined baking sheet or plate, and repeat until all of the dough has been used. Then you'll just freeze this for about 10 to 15 minutes, and I like to store them in the freezer, but they taste like little brownie bites and they're delicious. And for our final recipe, we are making a mermaid chia fresca. The ingredients we're going to use for this recipe are water, filtered water preferably, grapefruit juice, fresh squeezed, lemon juice, fresh squeezed, chia seeds, and spirulina powder. And a chia fresca is really just a drink, so we're just going to add all of the liquid into a mason jar. And then you'll add in the chia seeds and the spirulina powder. And then you want to seal it really tightly because we're going to shake this. So seal it up with the jar and then just shake, 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 shake until everything comes together and the chia seeds are like all incorporated throughout the water. And then you're just going to refrigerate this for about 15 minutes. And the longer it sits, the thicker it will get, but I like it a little bit runny, so I don't leave it in the fridge that long, but it is really energizing, hydrating, and so good. And there you have it, my friends. That is how to use spirulina 3 different ways. And as promised, let's quickly talk about what spirulina is, why it's awesome, and where you can find it. So spirulina is a blue-green algae. It is really high in amino acids. It's 65% protein, and of course it's vegan, so it's a great plant-based option to incorporate into your diet. It is also detoxifying, so it has a lot of chlorophyll in it, which is why it has that really dark green hue to it. And chlorophyll helps to draw toxins out of your system, so it's great for detox. I will say spirulina has a very strong flavor, which is why I tend to pair it with other ingredients that have strong flavors that can kind of mask it a little bit. So we had the banana in the smoothie bowl, the chocolate in the energy bites, and then the grapefruit and the lemon are really great with the chia fresca. So I suggest if you're just starting with spirulina and you're just starting to incorporate it into your diet, start by adding it to a recipe that already has a strong flavor. So something like chocolate, like I said, into a smoothie. Really you just want to mask the flavor a little bit until you're a little bit more used to what it tastes like, and then you can either increase the proportions that you're using or you can try changing up the ingredient profile a little bit. In terms of buying it, I often buy mine online. Of course, you guys know that I do a ton of shopping online, but if you don't like shopping online, you can usually find it at a local health food store or a vitamin supplement store. I have found it at my health food stores in the vitamin and supplement area, so just go to that section of your store and see if they carry it. I like to make sure to buy 100% pure, so just make sure that you're reading the label and you know that you're getting 100% the spirulina and no additives at all. Other than that, I don't have anything else for today's video, but I do want to put out another call for ingredient suggestions. So if you guys have other suggestions or other ingredients that you would like to see me feature in this series, please pop them in the comment box below and I will add them to my list. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, I would love for you to join us here on YouTube. There's a red button that is right below this video that says subscribe, so you can hit that little button and then make sure to hit the little bell that's right next to it. That will turn on your notifications and that will mean that you never miss another video. Other than that, I hope you have a really, really, really great rest of your Tuesday, and I will see you on Friday with my brand new video. Bye!